Hello and welcome to day 21 of our October Pilates challenge. We are doing this. Go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. Again, let's lay all the way down, taking a moment to feel out that length of the spine, right? Checking in, and hopefully that's becoming more a part of the awareness within all of your movements. Relax those arms where that feels comfortable for the shoulders and begin drawing that chin down towards the chest as you lengthen through the back of the neck. From there, starting to work into the lower back and across those abdominal muscles, draw the abs in so that you tuck that tailbone under, scooping the belly button in, drawing the ribs together, allowing the glutes to stay relaxed. So that instead of squeezing from the back of the body, that we can feel this lift coming from the front. And then keeping that sense of strength, going to reach the tailbone back as you engage across the low back muscles. Going into what we know as pelvic clock. So it's going to tuck that tailbone under, diving the belly button in towards the spine, widening across the chest and the shoulders, and then arch the tailbone back. And let's do that one more time with breath. Inhale as you tuck the tailbone under, wrapping that waistline, scooping the abs in, and then exhale as you release back. And then starting off in center, so you can feel out that neutral pelvis position where we get that length across the tailbone. And then begin scooping the abs in to tuck the tailbone under. And this time we're going to roll the pelvis off the floor, one vertebrae at a time, coming into a shoulder bridge position, keeping the shoulders wide, the neck long, feeling some traction in the upper spine, and then scoop through those abs as you slowly roll the hips all the way back and down. And doing that again, inhale and tuck that tailbone under, rolling the pelvis all the way up, creating some space across the front of those hips. And then exhale as you round down, feeling length and space across that spine. One more time, inhale, tuck that tailbone under, round the pelvis up, opening across the front of the body, opening through the shoulders, lengthening through the back of the neck. And then exhale as you round all the way back and down. Go ahead and hug those knees in towards you as you allow the body weight just to relax into your lower back muscles. Hopefully feeling more pliability in those muscles as we're going through all of our different exercises. Scooping those abs and ribs in, feeling that wrap around the waistline. And now let's get ready for our hundreds. So we get some nice big breath going on within our hundreds. Talia's joining us for hundreds. You can curl up, feeling that lift from the rib cage, and then lengthening through those legs, or tabletop, or feet on the floor, already choosing that position that feels best for you, getting a good challenge for you, scooping the inner thighs together, abs, ribs, and then reaching through those shoulders, pumping those arms with breath. We get inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and huge breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Let's wrap that waistline. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Reaching through the shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Scoop the belly in and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Draw those ribs together. 5 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. More inner thigh and 3 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. I miscounted there. This is 3 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Belly button to spine and 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Low belly in and last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Reach those legs all the way down and the arms overhead. Whee! So a fun thing about counting, right, as you're doing your workout, especially on your own, right, finding and keeping and maintaining where you are, like how many repetitions have you done? For those of you that are visual, right, I always really like thinking about a various countdown, seeing the number in my mind, very much like for those of us that grew up on Sesame Street as a child, right, seeing these like colorful numbers that keep counting down and changing as we're going through the repetition. And then that way, even if I'm thinking about something else, that's the visual that's in my mind. Might sound a little bit strange, but for some of you that are working out on your own, you might find that is actually a really helpful way to keep track of the exercises that you're doing. So feeling the sense of reach, let's go into roll up. So legs glued together. Remember, you always have the option of a little bend in those knees. Great way to release any tension out of the hips or the lower back. Otherwise, they can go all the way straight. Inner thighs, abs, draw those ribs together, and then slide those shoulders out of the ears. So we can go into that spine stretch of roll up. Hands come up to the ceiling, chin to chest. Inhale as you round yourself up, and then exhale over those legs, keeping the shoulders working down, the neck long. Inhale and round it back down, rolling through the spine, and exhale. Letting that movement ride on the breath. Inhale as you lift, and exhale into that stretch, long neck. Inhale, rounding back down, abs in, ribs tight, and exhale. And inhale as you scoop, lifting up and away from those hips. And exhale into that stretch, long spine. And inhale as you round back down, inner thighs, abs, ribs, shoulders. And exhale. And inhale as you round it up, feeling that lift. And exhale into that stretch, long neck. Inhale and round back down right through that center, working the right and left side evenly. And exhale. We got one last time. Inhale as you round it up. And exhale into that stretch. And inhale as you round all the way back and down. And exhale. Nice. Now taking the feet wider than your hips, about mat distance, works fantastic. Flex the toes up to the ceiling and going parallel. So the kneecaps are pointing upwards, the toes are pointing upwards. Transitioning, hands float up to the ceiling, chin to chest, and round yourself up to sit. For now, it's called spine stretch forward, right? Where we get a chance to really focus on how we sit, right? Where that lift is coming from the core, to not sit from the hips, right? Or from the thighs, getting all this tension happening through here, but how we can relax through that, how we can feel the weight of the thighs on the floor, and how we can use the core to begin stacking that spine up and away, lengthening up through the top of the head. Hands reaching forward, slide those shoulders down. Inhale, long and tall. And then exhale, this time rounding forward and getting a chance to pay particular attention between every vertebrae as you go, getting a little more meticulous in that round. And then staying there, inhale and breathe into any of the tight spaces of the back. And then exhale and stack the spine back up, long and tall. Rolling through the body, rounding through the spine as you go. Right, so taking the larger movement of roll up and now just refining into each of those pieces. Let's try that again. Inhale as you lift and exhale as you round. Really taking the moment, bringing the awareness into each part of the spine as you go. And then staying there, inhale and breathe into any of the tight spots. And then exhale as you stack the spine back up, lifting the ribs up higher, away from those hips, lengthening up through the neck, reaching out through the top of the head. Inhale as you lift, and long deep exhale as you round, right? Taking the time to really feel out each point along the spine. And then staying there, inhale and breathe into any tight spots. And then exhale as you round it back up, using that core to lift and lengthen and support as you roll through the body. Two more like that. Inhale, lift. And that long, deep exhale. Now, as you're focusing on the spine, making sure the shoulders are also working down away from the ears, right? So we're not shrugging the shoulders up just so we can get the arms further, but the lats are actually drawing the shoulder blades down the spine away from the ears, giving the neck lots of room and space. And then inhale, core. And exhale as you round it all the way back up, rolling through the spine, rounding through the body all the way up, long and tall. One more time like that. Inhale and lift. And then exhale as you round. Shoulders working down the back, stretching across the spine, tailbone to head. And then staying there, inhale and abs and ribs and shoulders, filling all the parts of the core. And exhale as you round it back up, long and tall. So feeling even more fluidity across that spine. Now adding a twist, let's take those arms out to the side, reaching through the shoulders, both across the front of the chest and the upper back. And now saw. Inhale and twist to your right. Deep exhales, you round it forward, having that big twist. Keep your left hip on the floor as you reach back through that right arm. Inhale and roll it up long and tall, floating through the rib cage. And then exhale to center. All right, so getting that deep stretch across the upper back and shoulders. Inhale and twist left. And long, deep exhale. Plant that right hip, reach to that left arm. Inhale as you roll it up long and tall. And center. Use that breath sweep to wring out those lungs. Ready? Inhale. And huge, deep exhale. Expel the air out of the lungs. Inhale as you reach it up and back. And exhale to center. Inhale as you twist left. And long, deep exhale. Inhale as you round it up long and tall. And center. We got one more full set. Inhale. And huge exhale. Cleansing out those lungs. Inhale and reaching it back, opening through that chest. And exhale to center. And last one. Inhale, twist. And long, deep exhale. Inhale as you roll it all the way up. And center. Fantastic. Go ahead and face forward towards me, crossing the legs or coming into whatever seated position feels comfortable for your body. And then take a moment to feel that length, building on that concept, right? Feeling tailbone, lengthening out of those hips from the core muscles, lifting the ribs up and out of those hips as well, broadening through the shoulders, lengthening outwards through the neck. And then draw the chin down as we just gain a little stretch across the back of the neck. Right, we may have noticed some little tightnesses happening there. So just giving ourselves a little bit of room. And then lift the chin up to the sky. So you're going to stretch across the front of the throat. Now in this, I'm keeping space in the back of my neck. So I'm expanding through the front of the body. And let's do that again with breath. So it's going inhale and look down, widen through the shoulders. And then exhale as you lift it up. And then bringing it back to center. Go ahead and roll those shoulders around, releasing any tension that you're holding in the upper back or through the chest. And then reverse. 2 and 1. Fantastic. If you want to add in any additional stretches or exercises now, you're warmed up and should be ready to go. Otherwise, great job, and I'll see you tomorrow.